mass. Now let's talk about multiple. Multiple. Okay, a multiple is a given number. Okay, the number which is exactly divisible by the given numbers. Okay, multiple is a given number, a number that is easily divisible by given numbers in plurals. Okay, so which means a number, that number having some factors as the product. Okay, having a factors as the product. Okay, now let's take an example of 6. Write it down. Take an example of 6. When I'm teaching, you write. Okay, that's why you're a student. You ask questions, comments. For example, you have 6, 9, 30, 30. Add the multiples of 3. You know why? 3 goes into 6 gives you 2. 3 goes into 9 gives you 3. 3 goes into 30 gives you 10. Okay. Now that is the number. That is a number that 3 can multiply easily. Okay. You can see it now. 3 times 2, 6. 3 times 3, 9. 3 times 10 gives you 30. Okay. So to get 6, 9, and 30 respectively. Okay. Now we're talking about multiple right now. So a number which is multiple of 2 or more given numbers is called common multiples. That multiple is 1. But if it's more than 1, it is called common multiple of the given numbers. For example, that the lowest common multiple, which is LCM, that we usually know, okay, of a given number is the smallest of the number. That's the lowest. When I say the lowest number, we're talking about the smallest figure there in the given data or given information or given numbers, okay, of their common multiple. Now, common multiple itself is if 2 or more numbers are multiplied or are multiples of various numbers, then the multipliers are called common multiples. Okay, so but the least in value of the common multiple is called least common multiple. That's LCM. The least where you see LCM is called least common multiple. Okay, thus if 6 and 8 have common multiple of 24 and 48, then the lowest common multiple is 24. Why the highest common multiple is what? 48. You get the point now. It's as simple as that. Okay, that is it. So the bigger the attributes or the distance. Now let's look at let's go to the board and see the table now, how we work it. Okay, let's look at that how we work it. Okay, now this is it now. This is the lowest common factors, SCF, this lower common factor we are treating. Now, find the lowest common multiple of 48, 72, 120. Okay, 48, 72, 120. Now, the solution, how do you do it? You bring 48 here, you bring just simple table, very simple table. You draw just 48, right heading, 48, 72, 120. Then what goes into 48 without remainder? You check all the numbers. You must be very calculative and accurate. 4. When 4 goes into 48, it gives you, go into 48. 48, it gives you 12. 12. Then if it goes into 72, it gives you 18. 18. Then if it goes into 120, it gives you 30. 30. Now, the next thing now we have to look for another lowest common multiple, okay, to divide that is divisible by these numbers here. Now we have 12, the product, that we have the 18, the product, the 30, the product, okay. Now, 6 will be the next figure that will divide this without remainder. That's what we're looking for, right? You must be very calculative and be very conversant with your multiplication table, right? 6 goes to 12, it gives you what? 2. 2. Then if it goes into 18, it gives you 3. 3. It goes into this into 30, it gives you 5. Because if you multiply 5 by 6, it gives you 30. 3 by 6, it gives you 18. This 2 by 12, it gives you, if you divide them, it gives you 6. So, therefore, LCM is equal to 4. Okay, 4 times 6 times 2 times, that's 4 times 6. We are dividing and we are multiplying them now. Then, and these 2, the 2 that we have, that's these 2, 3, 4. So we multiply this together. Look at this. The 4, the 6, then this, the 2, the 3, the 5. Okay, so we have is equal to, therefore, LCM, the lowest common multiple, therefore, okay, is equal to 4 times 6 times 2 times 3 times 5 give you 720. Word problems again. That's another problem. The word problem could be to arise in a situation where you have to come into this lower common multiple. Now let's go into the word problem right now and see. Now, the word problem says, for example, let's talk about 1. Okay. Now, when we talk about word problem, as regards to this thing, we're talking about the ability to take word problems details, okay, and how far, okay, the depends, okay, how to take word problem depends on how far, okay, I understand the concept required and the problem that as well as required. Now let us go straight to this now. Now, some questions will help us to learn. Now let's go. One question, okay, about word problem. Now, one watch, listen, one word gains 15 seconds a day, a number, and another gains 24 seconds a day. They are put right at the same time, okay? Both of them are right at the same time. That's the kick-starting. They just put them 1, 2, 3, pia, 2 of them started. So they both right at a different distance. Okay, at the same time. Now, what is the least number of days that will elapse before both watches have an exact number of minutes fast? Now, please, you have to write when I'm asking question. Now let's go. The question we are going to now. The word problem here is that the number of minutes. Now this is the solution now. Word problems in HCFS and LCM. Now the answer now. Learn the solution now. The number of minutes. Okay, both watches. Okay, are fast. Is the HCF of 15 seconds and 24 seconds. 24 seconds. Therefore, thus this is the solution now. We are now solving it now. The same table we plotted there. That's how to convert word problem into table and get the HCF. Now we have 15 seconds. The first watch, 15 seconds. The second watch, 24 seconds fast. Okay. Now, what is the lowest common figure that can divide both without remainder? You don't need a prophet to tell you. 3. 3 goes into 15, gives you 5. Goes into 24, gives you 8. Okay. Therefore, the 2 watches, that's the solution. The 2 watches were 3 minutes. Okay, fast. Okay, that is it. 3 minutes fast. That is it. That is the one that is the figure that is the lowest score that is divisible. 3 minutes fast. And the days that would elapse, okay, before both are 1. 3 minutes fast. Therefore, this is the solution now. 3 minutes fast. The solution is now 5 times 8 all over 2. Okay, which is equal to 20 days. That's what we are asked to look for the days. How many days it will elapse? 20 days in 3 minutes fast. Each individual starts 15 and 24 minutes seconds respectively. Thank you very much. Keep coming and keep inviting friends and your co-students to evening classes. Okay, Sally Emmanuel on my YouTube handler at youtube.com/@SallyEmmanuel1. Thank you. Keep asking questions. Likes, subscribe for more of my videos. Thank you.